Welcome in you, beautiful soul. At the very heart of our existence, humming quietly beneath the noise of our daily lives, there is a single fundamental truth. It is the idea of one source, one magnificent and all-encompassing light, a presence of pure and unconditional love. This source does not belong to any one group, nor does it answer to a single name whispered in a specific tongue. You might call it God, you might call it the universe, you might call it the Tao, you might call it Source. Whatever label we choose, its essence remains unchanged. It is the same foundational light that shines within every soul, a shared heritage that connects us all, regardless of the culture we were born into, the flag we salute, the creed we profess. It is a universal constant, the same in the devout, the same in the doubter, present in all people. This boundless love is the silent river flowing through every spiritual tradition, the common ground upon which our diverse temples, mosques, churches, synagogues stand. The image is of a single soft point of light radiating outwards against a dark, serene background. So, what is religion? In its simplest form, religion is a structured path created to help people connect with this divine source. It is a framework, a house built for the soul. It provides community under shared beliefs and values, a common language for prayer, songs to lift the spirit, rituals that mark life's passages, birth and death. It offers belonging, a safe harbour in turbulent seas. It establishes a moral code, guiding us toward compassionate, meaningful lives, comfort, hope, purpose. Within this house stand pillars of structure, leaders and guides, priests, imams, rabbis, gurus, teachers and custodians of sacred knowledge. Holy books with stories and laws, wisdom passed down through generations, forming a well-trodden path. This structure can be immensely helpful, offering ready-made answers and certainty in an uncertain world. Religion can be a beautiful tapestry of history, culture, and collective devotion. Yet the structure can obscure the sacred flame. Focus may shift from the divine light to intricate rules, from inner love to outer performance. Human flaws can dominate, preservation can eclipse purpose, the map mistaken for the territory. This is the delicate balance. A troubling transformation occurs when religion becomes mandate, not invitation. What happens when belief is enshrined as law and dissent becomes a crime? When leaders use the name of God to consolidate power, demand obedience and rule the many? Religion can begin to wear a different face, love hardening into control. The open hand of fellowship clenches into the fist of coercion. It becomes less about guiding the soul and more about governing the person. Can true belief ever be commanded? You can force kneeling prayers, close diets, govern every outward form, but you cannot, by decree, make the inner flame burn. You cannot order the heart to feel love, the mind to find solace, or the soul to truly meet the divine. Belief born from fear is hollow, a brittle imitation of the real article, like a living wildflower versus an artificial one vibrant, the other lifeless. Forcing belief is shouting at seeds. True faith is a tender plant. It needs fertile ground, gentle water, and freedom to grow toward the light. When religion serves worldly power, its essence is corrupted. Ego supplants God, the will to be right becomes the will to rule. Then come the walls, us and them, the saved and the damned. A shadow of power cast over a sacred light. In contrast to organized religion, there exists another path, quieter, more personal, deeply internal. This path is spirituality, a direct meeting of the soul with the source, a journey inward, not outward. It needs no building, no uniform, no intermediary. It is the personal quest to feel the divine on one's own terms, cultivating an inner compass that points toward love. Spirituality is feeling, sensing the sacred in sun warmth, a leaf's pattern, the sound of your steady breath. It listens more than it speaks, experiences more than it judges. It opens the heart not to a doctrine, but to the unifying light of love. Its temple is the universe, its scripture direct experience. Climb the holy mountain and feel the awe. A prayer recited or gratitude welling up without words. Ultimately, spirituality discovers the divine within, less the name of God, more the quality of love you live. Side by side, two approaches to one goal. Religion is a house with walls. Structure, safety, rules, form for the formless. Spirituality is an unfenced field. Freedom to explore and find your own way. One teaches from the outside in, truths, texts, doctrines to accept. The key distinction in two words. Religion says, believe. Spirituality whispers, feel. One is of the intellect, the other of the whole being. The ideal finds spirit within structure, feeling within belief, experience within tradition. Throughout history, the structures of religion have often manifested as walls, sometimes to protect community, preserve tradition, create safety and identity. Within these walls, strength, solidarity, hope. Yet walls also keep people out, breeding suspicion and division. Our identities harden, the other seems wrong or dangerous. Protection becomes separation. We miss shared humanity. Spirituality dismantles walls and fosters unity. Focused on the inner one light, it looks past labels. It sees one spark in every face, believer or atheist alike. It asks us to open the gates of our hearts, welcome the stranger, learn from difference, build bridges, not barriers. Let houses of faith free the soul, not imprison it. We stand before a simple truth, one brilliant light at the heart of all, one universal love with no name and no borders. Religion is a human tool, a vessel for compassion, yet it can harden into a trap. Spirituality is the open road, inviting each soul to know the source directly. Be wise in law, protect freedom to seek rather than enforce one path. Let leaders, sacred and secular, serve with humility. Welcome, warmth, unconditional acceptance. Let one light guide every action. The path forward is integration, finding the spiritual heart within our religious traditions and grounding our personal spirituality in service and community. Seek the truth that resonates within, and have the courage to share it, not through argument or proselytism, but through kindness, empathy, and understanding. True love has no name and creates no division. It only asks that we be one. The final call is a return to compassion over judgment, unity over division, and our own inner knowing as trusted guide. A hopeful vision, recognize our shared divinity and treat one another accordingly. The path is clear, not doctrine nor power, but feeling, connection, a love that transcends differences. The final truth is the only truth that has ever mattered. God only. Not of fear, not of power, but of love. One source, one light, one love. May that love be our guide, always. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more.